What's up, YouTube? YugiohTube here at YugiohTube.com with yet another guide, this time to tell the difference between a real versus fake LOB First Edition Legend of Blue Eyes booster box. We have some guides throughout, but not one concrete guide that really gets to the meat of what we want. I think here, with visuals, with a description, you should be able to be an expert and tell the difference between real and fakes pretty quickly. Okay, so first of all, there is a difference between real and fake and factory sealed and resealed. Okay, this factory sealed, resealed could apply to any box. It could apply to the worst of the worst boxes out there. Could apply to any modern product. Factory sealed means simply sealed from the factory. Resealed means someone opened the box, used either their own sealing, okay, or used the old Konami sealing and some sort of heat sink, and iron, and resealed it themselves, filled it with potential crap. Okay? With LOB, we know there's a lot of resealed boxes. We know there's a lot of resealed boxes with old Pokemon product as well. But there are also boxes that are fake boxes. That's right. When LOB came out, there were real and fake boxes. Let's get to it before we get to these photos. Let's just read through what we have on the guide here. Okay, disclaimer, this specific write-up does not include resealed fraudulent product versus factory sealed. They are totally different thing. Right now, we are focusing on the real versus fake Legend of Blue Eyes boxes. Okay, when LOB came out in 2002, there are two box variants. One had wavy cards, the other had glossy cards. Okay, unfortunately, and quite surprisingly, the fake LOB boxes, okay, the fake wavy LOB boxes, containing 24 fake packs filled with counterfeit cards inside, arrived to North America from China and contained some of the most convincing counterfeit TCG cards we have ever seen. The quality of the fakes were quite impressive, especially given the fact that they allegedly arrived around the same time that the current product, LOB, was on the market, which is crazy to think, right? So back all the way in 2002, 2003, when no one even knew if Yu-Gi-Oh would make it or not, they were pumping out fakes. Now again, Yu-Gi-Oh was so popular back then, but who's to say it wasn't another Beanie Baby fiasco? Nonetheless, Yu-Gi-Oh turned out to be a dynasty, right, of a card game. So it worked out for these fakers, but pretty impressive how they actually faked it right when it came out. It's pretty crazy. Typically, counterfeit collectibles aren't produced until a product has a proven track record of success. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh did extremely well early on. It was astounding to see fake boxes, packs, and cards of this quality during the infancy of the Yu-Gi-Oh TCG. Here's what you need to know regarding the fake packs and boxes. Number one, fake LOB boxes were only produced with the indicators of a wavy box variant. That's right, glossy LOB boxes did not run into a potential fake issue. So the only fake boxes out there have the attributes of a wavy LOB box, where the first edition text is more condensed and a smaller font, right? Smaller size. With the glossy boxes, it's more spaced out with the first edition lettering, and also it is a larger size, okay? But again, that's another story for another video. Number two, real boxes have a nicely centered text Konami within the white box. Fake boxes have Konami logo that's slightly shifted to the right. Let's now finally look at the photo. Looking at the photo, one of these is fake, one of these is real. If you look at the left photo, that's the real one. Why? Let's look at the Konami spacing of the lettering with the Konami. If you notice, the spacing of Konami is pretty flush, right? It's pretty equally spaced throughout each letter. If you look at the right one, look at the O and look at the N on Konami. O and N are nearly touching each other, folks. That right there is the biggest giveaway on how to tell between real and fake. Some have said with the UDE logo and that green entertainment logo, you could tell the difference. I just personally think if you look at the Konami logo, this gives you the best idea right away. You could tell if the O and N are close to touching, right? That's all of these fake boxes have that in common. That right picture there is a picture of a fake wavy box. The left picture is an authentic wavy box. Now again, we don't know about reseals or not, but nonetheless, real on the left, fake on the right, including fake cards. They'll have fake packs and fake cards in it, okay? Number three, real boxes have a Konami logo where the where the letters are spaced out evenly. Fake boxes have the Konami logo where the O and N are intersecting or touching one another. As you can see it right there again. The O and the N are almost touching. It's not spaced equally. Also, the Konami lettering is shifted on the fake one towards the right near the reserved logo here. As you notice on that box, it's shifted all the way to the right. Or if you notice on the authentic one, the Konami logo is pretty well centered. Not 100% actually, but it's pretty well centered compared to the fake one. The real tell, in my opinion, is where the lettering, the O and N, really touch each other, or at least close to intersect each other. In my opinion, expecting the Konami logo white box is the best way to tell between the wavy boxes that will contain real versus fake cards and packs. There are other ways to tell, including, again, inspecting the UDE entertainment symbol, feeling the plastic wrap. However, I believe this is the easiest and most effective universal way of telling the difference between fraudulent and legitimate boxes. So again, look at the Konami logo on these old boxes, okay? If you see something like the right, you are done, you're screwed. Please get a refund on what you purchased, hopefully. And within those boxes on the right, you will have fake packs that looks pretty good as well, including fake cards, which look pretty good, given the time and circumstance that they were made. So you just want to avoid that at all costs, okay? The left box is at least a real box. Is it resealed? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. A lot of counterfeiters or I should say a lot of resealers out there. But at least you have a real box on the left. You've got a fake box on the right. I hope this helped everybody. Everybody, if you have any opinions or ideas of what else I should put on this website, YugiohTube.com, on the guides, please comment down below. And if you actually feel like you want to write something, again, I can look at it, approve it, whatever it might be. If you want to contribute to this as well, please feel free to send me a message down on Instagram or in the comments section. More than happy to at least talk. I just want everyone in the community to be educated on this kind of stuff. It's very important that we do get educated. There's a lot of counterfeits and fakes and scams and frauds out there in this collectible TCG industry. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, YugiohTube signing out.